Okay, so what we covered on the other day is the what is the dukkha which comes due to the asada, which is aswada, which is swad, which is relishing or gratification. Okay, so now Aryu sent one another sutta on Makkata Sutta, which means like a monkey. Okay, it's a very nice sutta, short and simple sutta that resonates with what we are trying to cover up today. Is that there's a monkey, and there are some places where monkeys can't go. There are some places human can't go. There are some places where monkeys can go, but humans can't go. But there are some places where monkeys and humans can go. Okay, so let's take some examples for humans. I want to land on Mount Everest. That's my dream. I want to conquer. Now the question comes, will the mountain conquer me or I conquer the mountain? Right? So now I would say I will conquer the mountain. I want to conquer climbing at 29,000 and odd feet, which roughly transforms itself into 200,000 US dollars plus insurance of 100,000 US dollars, which is 300,000 US dollars, which is the spend I'm going to have. That's much amount I'm going to spend. That's my lifetime achievement. If somebody were to say, Vilas, you were on Everest, I would say proudly say, yes. So this is the monkey, which is wanting to climb Mount Everest, which is not good for a human, actually. But why I want to do it? Because the site looks good. So itta kanta manapa kamupa samita piya rupa rajaniya. So what happens here is that Discovery Channel some years ago, they used to put this documentaries. National Geographic also does it, but I was impressed with Discovery Channel. And also, I wanted to trek across the Himalayas. And I wanted to join Himalayan Mountaineering Institute in the year 2007 or 6 or 7. The reason is that I wanted to become a mountaineer. Some crazy idea had cropped in my mind. So at that time, not much of this Dhamma. So I wanted to push my body. Okay, so why? If I were to look at it, out of the 5 senses, Himalayas, I love it. While in working as a vendor for Indian Army, I fell in love with Himalayas. That was my passion. So when I say passion, it means sight. There's no sound per se, right? There's nothing to sound there. Then the touch. I want to touch the peak or go on the top, mountain top, and feel wow, something like that. So the touch, the sight, touch, smell of the rhododendron flowers and other flowers and whatnot over there. So that's another thing. Then there's nothing to taste anyway, and there's nothing to smell. To hear. Only these two are not really there, but other three are there. So this gratification is what I'm looking at. For that, how much I have to spend time? So I went to Himalayan Mountaineering Institute and then I wanted to enroll. So I asked my boss, can I get a 30-day off? He said, I can give you 20 day off, not 30 days. Maximum. We don't give, but since you can manage your team very well, I can give you 10 days more. I would have had my basic mountaineering course done. And they didn't give me. So I dropped it. Now what should I do? In Darjeeling, there was a rock, Khumbu rock. And in the Everest Base Camp, they call it as a Khumbu ice fall. Okay. So I wanted to go to the Everest Base Camp, at least. So then I thought I should climb the this Khumbu rock, if not the ice. So my wife had come, and my son was very small at that time. I didn't care what was his age or whatever. My fascination was to climb that rock. And my wife was saying that, don't do that, you might fall. I said, forget all about it. I want to climb. It's a steep rock, basically. So then, with whatever shoes I had, in fact, I had asked my colleagues in the US before I reached US. I told them, you buy this shoe and keep it for me. They said, Vilas, when you come, we are certainly going to buy. No, you don't know. I can't stand it that the day I land, I don't get it. So I need the shoes, as though I'm going to climb on that very day. So anyway, looking at my this fascination, whatever crazy thing, they had one of my colleagues, he had thought that the moment I land in US and take rest of one day, that was a Sunday. So he thought, I will take you out and you buy the shoes. And then I said, yes, you make everything ready. So I was so restless. So I bought the shoes. I bought the shoes and I bought a backpack as though I'm doing in Everest region. This madness, if I see, is like that monkey which Ariu has sent. First, I put a hand, it got stuck. Then I put the second hand, that also got stuck in the glue. Okay, and then I thought, let me put my leg, and that also got stuck, one of the leg. And then the fourth leg also got stuck. And then I thought, let me pull myself, so I put the mouth, and that also got stuck. So the five senses are like that. If you get stuck. So fortunately, on that day when I was climbing in Darjeeling, the weather was good and there was a person who was helping me with a rope. If that guy wouldn't have been there, I think I'd have broken some bones for sure. Okay, it's a flat rock, and then you go and sit on that as though you climbed Everest. So they take you there, Khumbu, what is that? Rock. And you have to pay 100 rupees if you want to take a support of rope and all that. So they will put it to your belly and they will pull you and do all that. But if you are a real mountaineer, you wouldn't like to do all of that. And then you would like to climb. So, and I went to the Himalayan Mountain Institute and they were saying that you're a very fit person. So you should be able to do this. So I was very excited. Oh, okay. When they can certify, I think I should. Just like that, when I was reading that what Ariu has sent, I was remembering my mad old days of how obsessed I was on all of this trivial thing. It was really foolish thing, to be honest. But yeah, everything is foolishness. So this Itta Kanta Manapa Kamupa Samhita Priya Rupa Rajaniya, if we were to understand in a real proper way, is that all the conflict in our life is only because of these five. There's no other thing which will make us get into conflict. Okay, this we covered. Now, how do we come out of it? Now, here is where we need to understand that the six senses are Mara. Okay. If we don't see that, and then I don't think so we can ever come out of it. Now, what does that mean? When I see and sight, anything object outside, it's going to die in a moment. It can't stay. And if I turn my head that way, then that sight, that thing, what I was seeing is gone. So can I practice like that? Then, like what Buddha says, you create a sanctuary. You don't go out because you are within yourself. There's nothing, the Mara cannot catch you. So, Chandaraga Pahana, Chandaraga Vinaya in the DN13 is what is used. So, Chanda is interest, Raga is the desire. So, the ether, liking, is sufficient. I like this. If I keep that view, liking, that's sufficient to take the other 5. So then it becomes kanta. That is enamored or taken over. So now that place is so enchanting that I would like to stay there. Let's say when I go and meet Ariu and he takes me to Golden Gate Bridge. And that's one place I've not seen in the US and Alaska. So I would ask Ariu to sponsor me to go to Alaska, Anchorage, because it's such a nice place. And Ariu, as a fool, he would book that flight ticket, let's say. And now my mind is not with Ariu. My mind is in Anchorage. I'm just dying to see it. So like he goes to Hawaii and I would go to Anchorage. And then do what? Itha, liking, kanta. I get mesmerized, enamored by that. Whatever I have, maybe for Ariu, Anchorage doesn't make any sense. And if Ariu takes me to Hawaii, I might not feel anything. I'll say, Ariu, for this you came here, and you say, Vilas, I don't know, you're missing the whole point. It's so nice to see. And then I say, no, Alaska would be better. It's mountainous and ice and snow and penguins and so many things. And then this is a seashore. So that kanta will bring me manapa. I would like to see it the way I want to see it, hear the way I want to hear it, taste the I want to taste, I want to taste it, touch the way I want to touch it, smell the way I want to smell it, and it is possible. It works that way. So if I don't have Chandaraga Vinaya, Vinaya is discipline, to see what really is happening. It's to do that, the effort I am taking is humongous effort. And that too, I am borrowing money from Ariu for this flight ticket, because that's not for Dhamma anyway. That was for my sensual lust. I want to go and enjoy Anchorage. So that thing I need to see. So if I have the Vinaya, it is the discipline on Chanda and the Raga, then I can do Chandaraga Pahana. The Pahana means just to cut it off. I can see it as it is. I can find that there's nothing out there. Absolutely nothing out there to enjoy. So then the Mara doesn't come searching. So you can cut it. So in anything we see, from a car to a house to humans to whatever, we can see these 5 sights, which are of these 6 kinds, sound, which are 6 kinds, taste of these 6 kinds, touch of 6 kinds, smell of 6 kinds. That is called Kama Guna. That's a guna, quality of the Kama. Is this 6? Is this 6? Itta, Kanta, Manapa, Kamupa, Samhita, Priya, Rupa, Rajaniya. Any questions before we come to the next section? All clear? So the Pahana we need to do to cut it, because the object will go away. The sound, even if I go to the orchestra or wherever, the sound will go away. Like I and Ariu have been singing on Carpentiers. When I was young, I listened to the radio or that song. He likes it the most. But if he listens 5 times, he'll get bored of it. But after 15 days, if he again puts on the music, it looks good. That means it takes time. Yes, Ariu.
So if you have that mindfulness to keep the mind on the marana, then the desires start to fall.
Yes, so that becomes Marananasati. So out of 6 Anusati, you are doing the Marananasati because that is where the Mara is. So when I see something, I need to see the Mara in that rather than anything else. Because ultimately I'm going to lose that. The very object which I'm interested in. Can be coffee, can be tea, can be a place, can be a thing, can be whatever. It goes away. Like, Ariu, the laptop what you have donated is now 3 months old. It has lost its shine. Now I don't even care how it is looking. Earlier I used to wipe it. I mean, even I do it now, but not as much as I was doing, let's say. Why? Because it is Itta, Kanta, Manapa, Kamupa, Samita, Piyarupa, Rajaniya. So the last one, enticing. We want everything to be enticing. To the eyes, to the ear, to the nose, to the tongue, to the body. Yesterday I downloaded one video of Michael Jackson before his death, and then he wanted to do a tour of the world. It's called as That Is It. I'll try to share that. Okay, it's a 1 hour 51-minute documentary after his death. Okay, and you can see everything, like the effort he has put in that, and the people, how much effort they have put. They have called all the drummists and vocalists and dancers and this and that across the globe, and he has spent around $5 million on that. Just that. Okay, on the money front and the effort, he's practicing so much, rehearsing it, all of that. But ultimately for what? Let's say even if he was alive and you're done the world tour, you would have got some good amount of money, but then gone. Maybe you can have a LP or a DVD or something coming up of his at that point in time, but then nobody cares. Yeah, Ravindra.
Sir, please explain a little bit brief about Maranasati.
Maranasati. Okay, so can I ask you a question? What is Marana as per you?
Dying myself.
No. Eyes will die, ears will die, nose will die, tongue will die, body will die, mind will die. That is Marananasati. So you're doing an Anusati, reflection on how the death happens. We can call this as a person for better reason, but what is dying is the eyes. There's no person who's dying. The eyes will die. So let's say after an hour of this, all of you are dead. As far as this eye goes, because it can't see any one of you, even if I like it, I dislike it, or whatever. Doesn't matter. And in this case, let's say Janak is not on video and Supriya also is not on video. So we can't even make out anything. And they're not even speaking. So that means we are just seeing something and we are imagining that is Supriya or that is Janak. So these two people don't even exist even while we speak right now, because that Marana has happened. Because you're not able to see, nor able to hear, nor able to touch, nor able to smell, and not able to do anything about it. The 5 things are gone as far as these two people go. We can only imagine they are there. Let's say, for example, Supriya, she has to go out somewhere. She forgot to, exit. We think that she's still there and hearing or doing whatever. But let's say she's just gone on a walk. And then she comes back and says, look, I was not there. We didn't even know. That's Marana. So half of our, not half, 99% of our daily experience is an imagination that some person exists with us.
So how to practice it?
how to practice is that you have to do the Vinaya of, that is the Indriya Samvara. So when I do out of 5 Indriyas, I need to do one or the other Samvara, which is the easiest, not the difficult. So let's say, like in the case of Bobby, he loves chocolate. Okay, if you put chocolate in front of him and ask him to do Indriya Samvara, it's like giving a lion, asking a lion not to eat the booty what it has bought, and say that just observe. It makes sense, and he's doing that actually. He's observing it, but Toblerone is there. Yeah, see,
Yeah, still there.
he's still observing. Unopened Toblerone is there.
It's still open. Still
Yeah.
unopened.
Yeah, and his daughter has gifted it to ultimate dad.
Yeah, so yeah.
It's still alive right now. It's still alive. We don't know how long. Right? It's like asking the lion, don't do anything. Okay, I'm going to give you one day. Hold on. So anyway, so basically, if the taste is one thing which is strong, I shouldn't try to break it. It's not going to happen. But in all of us, out of 5, one or the other will be weaker. So we need to find which one is weaker and keep on breaking. Breaking means that you need to see what is really happening. Let's say in my case, okay, I have a strong sense of touch. I would like to touch everything. Like sometimes give something, like to touch it like this. Then this is mobile phone, I touch it. Some person is standing, I will touch. Like that touch, and keep on touching, keep on touching, keep on touching. That is where Mara is at present. So I can't do anything. But it has 6, right? Take the 5. Out of that, touching I can't do. How about seeing? Is that weaker? I need to check. Okay, once check, I know that I'm not that interested in seeing. If that is true, then do the Vinaya of seeing what it is. Like, in the Indriya Bhavana Sutta, Buddha says it's like winking of eyes. The object goes away. That's a practice. Let's say if I close my eyes and open, close, open, I'm not enjoying anything there. So can I be in sati like that? If yes, if it is yes, Merin.
So we were sorry, Virasti, we just got lost in our Toblerone talk. So Bobby was I was telling Bobby it's easy to keep it unopened. I said it will be more difficult for you if it's opened and left it like that. Then he won't be able to resist the temptation of not eating it. And for me, it is I don't know whether you know this. It's called tea rusk. It is actually like a cake rusk, like a dried cake. And for me, I like that so much. And so when my kids came from India, they just brought like kilos and kilos of that over for me. And I was telling Bobby, like, I can actually open the packet and leave it there, but not take it with the hope that it is still existing. So for me, so what is that for me then? I can't understand. Like, is it the same as what he is experiencing, the Indriya Samvarana? What is that?
Okay, in your case, you're able to open it and not yet eat it, right?
Yeah, not eat the thing which I like, because
But she likes it very much. She knows that is there. She can eat it tomorrow also, there tomorrow also. But that mind is there. She can eat it. But for me, like if I open it, then it's very hard to.
Yeah, that's correct. I got it. So when compared to you, Bobby, she can resist the temptation. If in you, if something is opened, you can't resist. But as long as it's closed, it's fine. Yeah.
For me, like I can resist in the sense that if I eat during a meal time or something, then later on I won't eat it. But then if I get that taste sense in my tongue, then I have a feeling of eating one more piece. maybe one more piece, like that. 2-3 pieces I'll eat. But that is very difficult at that time. But later on, I won't eat. Maybe tomorrow.
And that's fair. So there is nothing wrong. So let's understand this portion. One is being closed and one is being open. Okay. After eating, you get satisfied and then you don't want to eat again. Let's say tomorrow. But while you are in the act of eating, the Mara takes over. Meaning you are not able to guard your senses at that point in time. So you eat a second one. It's not out of greed. It's like you're not satisfied. That's in Pali Arati. You're not that satisfied. So what you need to do is eat it very slowly. As though you should get bored of. After that, you feel like yawning. Okay. And then it goes away. You will never have it. See, even with my case, if I were to do the same thing as what you're doing, Toblerone, somebody keeps it in front of me, I don't even bother. Whereas my son would open up Toblerone, that sound will come, right? That immediately fires an imagination that, oh, he's eating Toblerone. Okay, I might not ask, but then he brings it. Then I put it in my mouth. It's gone. It's so soft and, so milky that it just. Then I feel that I didn't eat, basically. So I need the second to really taste what it tasted. And then I need the third one also, because that's how they have planned it anyway. That whole box, they have planned it in such a way that you can't eat one and then leave for another 1 year. So they want you to eat the whole thing so that you can buy it again. Otherwise, how will their shop run? So that is enticing, right? So they are putting a what we can say, a net for you to get caught up in that. So the way to eat is, if you want to come out of it, eat so slowly that you get bored of eating it. Then the dissatisfaction will go away. You feel full with one piece. That's in your case, where you can do. And in the case of Merin, yeah, you have a better ability to hold on to it. Meaning, even it's opened up, you can resist. But once you start eating, can you resist is the question.
Yeah, I can. I'll eat one piece and then I'll leave it again, and with the hope that it is going to be still there and I can still see it and I can watch it and then come back to it later on.
Yeah. So you have, so now we have craving of that. That's very clear. So like that, we need to see with the 5, the remaining 4 of them. Now this is on the taste. What about sight? What about sound? What about, like, in some people, every weekend they would like to go to some movie or some place to see or somewhere to hear or whatever it is. Hearing and seeing, hearing, they keep on wanting to do. Some kind of orchestra or some play, some music fest and this and that and all of that. That is part of eyes and ears. I want to see and I want to hear. Let's say I watched this movie, then I watched that movie, then another weekend I watched that. I die to watch movie. So some people will say, I die to watch movie. If we have something like that, it means the eyes and ears are very strong. So you can't cut them off. Then they have to see the smell. Some people, they would go behind perfumes. That one is mango flavor, which you were putting on that day. Which mango, which flavor, I don't know. But that person remembers. That's we have to see whether smell is strong. Okay, so then touch, which I just now spoke about. What if all the 5 are strong? Then you are a Puttujana. Nothing can be done in this life. Can there be someone who has all the five senses very strong? Yes, there would be. So they are padaparma. They can get their training, teaching on Buddha Dhamma, and hopefully in the next life they'll again be reborn as a human, and they continue on that. So we have to see which of the five are really weaker, not stronger, weaker. And another clarification. Yes, go ahead. Yes.
I think like I was just examining that, I don't think like my smell thing, doesn't have any interest at all. That's what I believe. But if I really go more deeper, I don't know. Even the sights also, and maybe even hearing, I don't know, maybe some taste. Okay, sometimes, but my definitely my smell and sight, ear, and
Touch.
yeah, touch. Touch, I don't know, touch. I can't imagine touch also. I think.
That's good. That's very good.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I don't think I really I can anything think about it that I want to touch.
It's on video. Right. So yes, if you don't have on touch, smell, sight and sound, very good. So what you can do is, yes sir, you go ahead.
Yeah, I was thinking one way to examine it is that when your kids come home, what do you do to them? Right? Like for me, I would smell my son. I normally don't smell other things, but if my son's there, I would smell. Yeah, I don't really touch him so much, but I love seeing his pictures. I love hearing his sound, his voice. I will see his video, hear his sound. Right? Because sometimes he calls me, I will hear the sound and I got attracted. Right? So I can see it that way.
I think my smell is very strong. I feel like, even when I hold my kids, I just and kiss my kids, I just do that. I just want to get their smell, And I think I do that with Bobby also. When I just inhale the other person.
Yeah, I do that with my son as well, and he's like, "Why are you always smelling?"
Yeah, my girls ask me the same question.
Yeah.
Smell is very, very weak for me.
Yeah. And when I came out of a meditation retreat, the first time I hugged him, he's like, "Good, you lost the smelling thing." And then I just forgot about it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to see which one is weaker, not the stronger. You can't do the stronger one. Yes.
And you were saying with us, you try to start with the weakest one. So, for example, the smell is the weakest one for me. How do I start with that?
How you start with that is how you start to become aware of the smell. See, at first,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. You go ahead.
The smell, I don't even know. I don't have any interest in smell.
No, that's what I'm saying. You are ignorant of it. See, you are ignoring it. Don't ignore. Just watch the smell, or I don't know how to put it. Just if some smell is coming, don't ignore it. Be aware of the smell.
Don't ignore it. Okay.
Because you are aware of tongue, but you are not aware of the smell.
Yeah, that's what troubling me. These things are not troubling me. That's
the reason I'm telling you. If you want to guard the sense door, put the awareness on the one which is weaker, so that the strong one will automatically go away. Because if you are by default, okay, you are tuned to watch the strongest. Like, in the case of Arya, he would like to smell his son. Now, out of that 5, which of the one he doesn't have? So he has to put his awareness there when he wants to smell his son. Got the point?
So then this breath and the smelling, that type of, it goes together, right? Because when you are keen on the smell, then you're also doing some kind of breath meditation.
No, you're complicating things. I don't know how to put it. I only wish you were next to me. I would have smelt and told you this is smell. Now you will not be you won't be meditating or breathing or anything.
And what I'm saying that when I try to immediately when you said that, I was trying to aware of the smell.
No, wait for a second. Why don't you take the tubular one once again?
Toblerone doesn't have any smell.
It has. Who says it doesn't have a smell?
Pepper smell.
Smell is smell. Paper or
I mean the actual chocolate smell. Not there.
Now that would smell different.
Yeah, a little bit from inside.
It is there. See, actually speaking, Bobby, you are eating the smell also. If you are not aware of it, that's the reason I'm telling you, put the awareness on the smell. You know, when you take the chocolate, it smells as well. Don't tell me it only tastes. But you are so engrossed in the taste that you forget all about the smell. That is a separate issue.
Yeah.
Remember the time when you have a very congested nose? The eating will become much less enjoyable, right?
Exactly. So I'll just give an example. This Apple products, okay, they have a unique smell. Have you seen? This not when you buy it from the store and before unopened, they smell different, and after you using it, it smells different.
Very different to Android.
Yes, Android smells.
I feel that, and even the Apple earphones also.
Yes.
When you Apple charger, they have a peculiar smell compared to the Android phone.
Exactly. So I can say that this is Android, this is Apple, this is that. I can tell you. I can identify the smell. I can also identify the smell of the countries. If I'm in the US, I know this is the smell of US. Wherever I go, whether I'm in California or in Texas or in New York or wherever. And I'm not going to Australia, but when I go to Australia, I'm going to smell Australia for sure. As much as I smell in India. So I know
when the flight comes down and when the door open of the
Aero bridge.
The Aero bridge, and you can smell Kerala. You can smell
exactly.
India.
Yeah.
When I used to go from Kerala to Bombay, when I passed Kalyan, you could get that smell of
Mumbai. Yes, exactly.
I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to Bombay.
Yes, absolutely. Every city has a smell, a unique smell, not just a unique smell. See, like when I was in Chicago area, Chicago smells different than Indianapolis. Okay. And also it's totally different from Kentucky. Okay. So I have and Denver, of all the smell, I love Denver. The smell of Denver. And wherever in Denver, doesn't matter. So if you take me to Colorado, I can tell you this is Colorado smell.
I'm not nearly as strong as you guys. I'm usually not aware of these things.
Now what to do is you put awareness on the one which you don't have and drop the one which you have. You got the point. So now let's say I want to eat. Okay. What is happening? The whole conscious experience is happening only on that dish. So I do the slurp and I'm actually relishing that and forgetting all about the rest. What I need to do is, whichever is the weaker, put your awareness on that. So the taste will go away. That's the whole idea, right?
What if the touch is the strongest when you're eating? So you'd be mindful of the sitting. Is that something?
Sitting, yeah, no. You have to be mindful of something which is weaker, like Bobby saying seeing as an example. So you see a blank space. Don't put your eyes onto the food because that will make you even more feel tasty. Like
I should just be aware of the sensation of, let's say, the body touching the chair. Just keep the tension.
Yes, exactly, something like that. So then it goes away. It fades. That is the Vinaya, discipline. Pahana is to cut it.
Because the Vinaya takes, let's say, willpower. So you would really not like to put your attention on the prayer and eating.
Exactly.
The mind will just want to go there. So you say, hey, go back.
Like the photograph what I was showing to Bobby and Marin yesterday about your father having such a big villa. So I was showing the deers and everything. Without your permission, I was showing them. Okay. So basically, the thing is that if you see, okay, there's one sofa where you are sitting, your father is sitting, and your son is enjoying. Don't worry. I will put it here. So you don't have to search for that. It's going to come, Arkansas. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
What happened to the photos? I'm seeing only 6 photos. Oh, no, it's coming. Okay, here is the photograph. Let me share the screen. I carry you this one. You can see all the 5 Kama gunas in this. So can you tell me whatever you can understand out of this photo?
Right. Seeing is obvious. Right. Touching is obvious. There'll be sound of the leather or something. Be like smelling of the leather as well.
Yes. So you have taken all of them.
Only 4, but not.
You can't. Aren't you tasting?
And
Like not with the tongue, but there's a mental taste happening in that.
mm-hmm.
So your physical tongue is replaced with mental tongue. I would
So
say
you don't mean to imagine.
no. You would get a mouth-watering experience in this.
I'm slightly a little bit confused then, because sometimes you would say it's all 5 working together all the time, right? In this sense.
Yes.
But earlier in the talk, you said, let's say you go to the Himalayas, it's primarily the seeing and the let's say smelling, right? But the other ones will be involved.
Wait. So consider this to be my Himalayas. Okay, it has got everything. What I would look in a Himalayan photo, right? So now there's this. I love this patched up greenery. That's there. Then the trees, colorful trees. That's there. One lone-looking, what we can say, bungalow or something like that, or a house, or a mansion, and that's there. What did you share? This I have. This I already have. So I can just open that up. Hold on. If you want me to do on that, I can do it. Yes, I'm just coming to that. Same one, right? Okay. Now again, what happened?
Ari was talking something, he's on mute.
Ariu is on mute. That I know.
Oh yeah. No, nothing.
Nothing. Okay. So now, Ariu, let's say I want to sit here and meditate. Okay. Now, how can you see Kamaguna in this? That mention over there is, if I love this site itself, is Kamaguna. It's Itta, Kanta, Manapa, Kamupa Samhita, Piyarupa Rajaniya. So now it is enticing. I would love to go to this place. If you were to ask me, Vilas, I can take you to Denver. I can take you here. I would say, take me here. I don't want to go to that Denver. I mean, country roads we'll see later, but this one I would love it. Why so? Because it's more accessible now. Since I can also meet your father, but that's a pretext that I want to meet your father. I'm no interested in meeting your father. I'm more interested in going to this place. But I would say, Ariu, you know what? I've not met your father, so why don't you make me meet your father? Right? So that is how I can see this is enamored. This is this place, liking, enamored, like that, and then it is enticing, literally enticing me. Like where your father and your son is standing, I would love to, me and you standing there. I don't even care whether you stand there or not, I want to stand. Let's say you would say, hey, Vilas, I think I'll go back to my home, and then I'll say, okay, catch you later. And I would actually sit there. I don't care whether you sit there or you don't sit there, because that's what it's going to do for me. So this is enticing. It's not only on the sight, it's a sound. The river sound and the birds and all of that, and that uniqueness of that place, it creates me a mesmerizing thing. So the sound is there. Now you think I'm not tasting it. I'm literally, my tongue is watering. Even though there's nothing to eat there. It's not something can be eaten. But I feel, so attached to that picture. So I'm eating. You think I'm not touching it? Every grass I'm going to walk, I'm going to be touching it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove my shoes so that I can walk on the grass. And the day I do it, you see that this guy's gone crazy. Why is he walking barefoot? Then I'll give you a very nice, what I can say, discourse on why you should be walking barefoot. And I'll say yoga recommends it. I think you should be walking barefoot and all of that. And like an innocent person, you would agree with all of the things I'm saying to you, saying that my teacher is said so. But actually, no, I want to walk on the grass. That's the truth. I care a damn whether you walk on the grass or not, but I would like to walk on that grass. Okay, so that's touch. And the smell. That place smells different. I can't prove it to you that how it smells different, but right now itself I'm smelling it. Of Arkansas, which will not be as good as SFO, let's say. I can do that. I can do by looking at this picture. So now how do I cut it? Now let's come to the cutting part. This is only on the asada, which is the relishing part. Now how do I cut it? Now out of this 5, which is the most weakest? Sound. I care damn about sound, actually. And then I don't worry too much of the sight. Like my son and my wife, if they are there, they're going to name each tree, saying that what tree is that and how it is and where does it grow. Then he will come up with his, is it a Mediterranean or is it this one on that one? And they will have so much of things happening. Yes, go ahead.
But you like photography also, right? It doesn't mean that you're showing sight.
Which one?
I said you like photography as well, right? That doesn't mean that you're strong in sight.
No, yeah, I would like it. As like when I started on this, the travel company, I need to know that majorly to explain. But my whole intent was to sit in a monastery, basically. Not so much about, but I had an intent of climbing mountains and peaks and all of that. And that's the reason I love Denver or Colorado, because it is a Rocky Mountain high, and I really like Rocky Mountains more than anything else. Yeah, I just want to go there and then sit like this, and some crazy ideas I have or I had. So what I need to do is need to check in this picture. The one is weaker, not in generic. In this picture, when I'm really seeing it, in this picture, which is the one which is weaker. So let's say I'm not too bothered about the sight, which includes color. Then I can put my concentration on that, or my awareness on that, because that's the one which will be ignored. Of all the six consciousness, or rather 5 consciousness, that one will be ignored. Let's say I'm interested in sound. I'm more interested in the birds chirping. Like, I call that as a birding. I'm a very birdy person. I would like to hear to birds different. I don't care how it looks. I want to go where the birds are. Yes, bird.
In other words, the least enticing. If you put yourself there, the least enticing one is the one that's most suitable to people.
Yes. And then what happens? The least enticing one, when it gets cut, it cuts the strongest one also. It's like, if you've seen one sutta where Buddha says, you first bring all the 6 animals together and tie them up, right? And then tie all the 6 to the pole. And now they will keep on going around there, and they get exhausted and just be there. Right? There's one sutta of that. 6 animals.
Okay, so because these 6 animals themselves are tied together. If you try to the strongest one and tie himself, it's so hard. So you better pick the weakest one and tie him to the pole.
Yes, first you start with the weaker. So then he will come, and then the next one comes, and the next one comes. The next one comes. And then the stronger one cannot sustain without the remaining 4 of them. So he also jumps into the bandwagon. Now you tie him up. So that's how you do that's the Vinaya. Understanding which is the weaker. That's the Vinaya. Disciplining it. And the Pahana, cutting it off. Like in this picture, where your father and your son is standing. If I'm feeling envious of that, and I say, Ariu, you're so fortunate, man, you are so rich, you have such a father. And you say, what is there in that? And I say, you don't know what you're missing. Because I'm envious, let's say as an example. Okay? Why envy? Because I'm not able to walk on that place or have that enjoyment, whatever you are enjoying. Okay, now what to do? Even then there'll be weaker things there. Something out there in that picture is not okay, actually. Okay, and that is the weakest link. So I take the weakest link and look at it. Let's say the lake is smelling because it's not cleaned. Okay, and there are a lot of weeds and everything, and then I see so worse, and that's sufficient. So you are doing the disciplining. Now you put your awareness on the smell, the disgusting smell of that lake. Instantaneously, that mansion over there will go away. Yeah, Janak. Okay, bye bye. Yes, sir, you go ahead.
Okay. So, what is the difference between then in placing the attention on the weakest sense versus watching the breath?
Okay, good question. See, the breath watching is that you are cultivating only on the breath, but not guarding the senses. 1, 2, you are closing your eyes most of the time while watching the breath. But in here...
But I mean what you said about watching it the whole day. Let's say I'm standing on a platform, but the attention is on the breath.
Fine, it works. Now, if you are able to make it like the touch, where the touch of the breath, then you anchor it. You can fix all the 5 of them together. Now, for an example, I'm not able to do so. Then what should I do? Then I have to do like this. There's another photograph. Wait, I think.
Because if you're watching the breath and getting the bliss, then the mind itself, like all the five senses are withdrawn.
Yes.
And because getting the bliss is better than the senses.
Exactly.
The bliss before the senses.
Exactly. Like this photograph. Sky blue and this is blue. Right? Do anyone like this photograph, let's say? And if everybody says, yeah, I love it, I need to be in this place. So what is that they're strong at this point in time? Is only the sight. So it clearly shows the sight is stronger. Now, how do you find other things weaker in this photograph? Can you think?
I would say you imagine staying there and think about the experience and find the ones you're least interested in.
No, at present you are part of that. You are in that because it's being shown to you. So in this situation, what do you think is the weakest?
I mean, the taste is obvious.
No, you are going to get mouth watering anyway, any which way. The moment you see it and you say, wow, the mouth is already watering.
But yeah, I guess for me, I don't like to touch. I generally don't touch. So I guess for me personally, it would be weaker.
Yes. So what you can do is, if you are not willing to touch, there's no interest in going there. Because even though sight is strong, but you don't like to touch it. I mean, you don't like to touch the water, you don't like to touch the ground or whatever it is, then what's there going there, right? Except for taking pictures.
Yes.
Okay. So you would feel disinterested at that point in time if you really see it. Who's going to go there just for a photograph? That's sufficient.
So what's the difference between then the lack of interest in touching it, but you said the mouth will be watered?
No, if you like the photograph, if you like this photograph, this photograph was taken by you only anyway.
No, this particular one was not. Maybe it is, but maybe it's not.
It doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Now I'll just show you one which you have taken. Hold on a second.
Yeah, this one I did not take.
This one you have only taken anyway, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now this is a video instead of a picture, and you've taken everything from that place to here. So let it keep on playing, and then you tell me which is the weaker, which is the stronger.
Like for me, I cannot distinguish the difference between tasting and touching. Let's say I felt.
Leave it. Okay. Now at present, leave the tasting aside. Now you take 4 of them, and then tell me which one is weak and which one is strong.
Definitely, touching is the weakest. By far.
Okay, so that means you don't like to touch any one of this thing like bench and nothing. Okay, now what you need to do is you need to bring awareness on that, because that's
feet on, let's say, the feet touching the ground.
Feet touching the ground, and then you sitting there. It would be rough for you because you don't like to be sitting there. While your son is enjoying the fishing and your father is teaching him how to fish it, but you wouldn't be interested in this. So now you have to sit there, let's say. Now you can't do it right now, but that's what it is. Yes, Marin.
So, but touch need to be there for you to be able to breathe, isn't it? Like, so you're feeling the touch of the air coming into your...
No, that is correct. No, when you're seeing this, see, some people would love to touch it, not the breath one.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
See, now when you go to that place, there is a small place to sit. So they would say, I would like to sit and see the lake. The excitement is also there in sitting. See, when I say I want to see the lake, I want to sit and see the lake means what? I want to enjoy that place sitting because I want to feel it. In this case of Ariu, he has gone there and he has not touched anything. Meaning he's just walking around and just taking video of his father and his son. He's not even bothered about how the lake is looking or whatever it is. That's how I see this video what is taken. He's just trying to take the property rather than... See, there will be some people who would so wanting this picture to be coming in this way, the light, and it should color like this, and then they change the ISO, the aperture, and this, that, so many things. They get worked up actually, and then take a video or a picture and then say that how it has come, then they show it, see how it has come, then all of that. I don't think so. I've seen, as much as I've seen Ariu, he just clicks randomly, he keeps on clicking something or the other.
I like the composition to be aesthetic, but generally I'm not like too picky on lighting.
Yeah. So basically taking that cue, what you can do is you can look at observing the touch. Not your son. Wherever you go, like you go to Google and you're working, just work out on the touch. Yes, Bobby.
See, in connection with this, what you're talking, to observe the most weakest one. Like I was, following a little bit of this Mahasi Sayadaw technique for some time, because there was a teacher here. And I had a friend also, he was following this technique for a long time. And then he always tells me that, because Goenka is, that, when he goes into that subtlest, like what sensations and all is the subtlest. But then Mahasi Sayadaw always says the most obvious one, like for example, the most obvious one. For example, at that moment, what is more obvious? You concentrate on that. See, he thinks that that's more easier. No, don't go for the subtlest one in the beginning. For example, sometimes when you meditate, the body becomes very triangle. Then that is the most obvious one. But sometimes when you're not doing that, other stronger, grosser sensations are the obvious ones.
See, the thing in Mahasi Sayadaw is that you shouldn't leave awareness. If it is at that moment gross, bring your awareness on the gross. If at that moment it is subtle, be on subtle. When on gross, don't imagine subtle, and when on subtle, don't imagine gross. Right. So that is different. What I'm talking is Indriya Samvara. So that is different.
I see.
Okay. So what you're doing here is you have 5 senses. Basically, you have 5 Mara if you were to take. There are Mara which are weaker. There are Mara which are very strong. If you would, or rather take it like Buddha talks about, it's like a somebody who is hunting deer. So there are strong hunters and there are weak hunters, right? They're hunting. Eyes are hunting, ears are hunting, nose is hunting, tongue is hunting, body is hunting. 5. Out of this, which hunter you want to take him down? The one who is weaker, if you put energy on that, the stronger one will wait for the weaker one because they all are in a gang. If you go behind the stronger one, anyway you can't catch him up. And the weaker also will run away. At least hold one of them. Grab him. So that's what we need to do. So in everything we see, like in this room, there are some things which I don't like, some things which I like. So I need to observe what I don't like and be on that. That is how you find the disgusting thing. Like Jigucha will come. Yes, go ahead.
I was just thinking, Bobby, like when one day you finally open the Toblerone and kind of put it in the mouth, if your mind, if you're saying to yourself, let me only be aware of the touch of my, sitting on the chair, it will be a torture for you to eat it, right? Because the mind really wants to enjoy. And I guess that's how it works, right?
Yes, exactly. See,
I think so. Like I was planning to, like Rasi said, maybe eat very slowly. At least using that for meditation very slowly, and watching the other weaker ones. I'll try. Let me see.
you can try right now also.
You won't risk it.
No, I can definitely do it in front of everyone very slowly.
So what you need to do is you need to cut it, okay, and keep it like
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm opening that in front of my teacher so he can be made that last till I for in like improve my indriya
Samvara.
strength. Yeah.
That's right.
The chocolate is consumed for the sake of Dhamma. The best way
So maybe we can hear the sound, right?
That's what I'm telling you. Yeah, the sound is there, everything is there.
So I feel a little bit bad in front of eating everything.
No way, it's okay. But while coming to India, you bring a lot of Toblerones.
Yes.
That's all.
Definitely. We can definitely get that.
So just watching it. You can continue on the my talk.
No. We will also watch. So now what happens? Wait. Before you put in the mouth.
Yeah, you can smell a good smell.
Yeah, see the smell is there, right? And you say that, you say that I don't smell. Right?
Yeah, I was very fast.
That's the reason. So, like in the European, like in the Italian kind of restaurant, if you go and then they'll give you wine. So that is where I learned how they do it, how to entice it.
They just go.
Yeah, they're going to swirl it around and then that color and then, and they delay it. They don't give you immediately, right? So now they just pour it and they say, Messi, or do you want, how do you feel this? And then as though you're touching it. Then he'll say, how do you want it? What do you mean, how do you want? Give me the wine. No. No, wait, we'll just pour it. Then he'll say, this is this wine, and this is this wine, this is this wine. Okay, boss, I need a wine. Come on. And he'll just do again and he'll say, smell it. This is 12-year wine. So we'll just give you a 25-year-old wine. Give me that. Let me taste. No, wait. We'll give you that also. Don't worry. But then he gives me a 25-year-old wine. Smell it. It's very pungent. Okay. We'll take another one. Another one. You have 5 glasses of 30 ml of wine. And in the end, he'll give you all the 5. Okay. Now you're fully gone, because for the first one you drink, and you drink the second one, you can't taste it anyway. It's going to bill you for all of them. So he has done a deal. In the same way, when you're eating that Toblerone, which one out of the 5 senses you have to look at? Is the sight strong of the Toblerone? I don't think so. Sight will be anything interesting to you.
No, I can. When I'm talking to you, I can smell it. I was watching the smell.
Okay, good.
Can you smell it?
Not at the moment. He's very far away.
And how about the sight? Do you like the sight of that?
Yeah, sight is good, but I'm not very interested in that.
Now put your energy on the sight. Now while seeing, put in the mouth. A bit. While seeing.
Little bit, is it?
Little.
Yeah.
But your thing should be on the sight, not on the.
You're not seeing the chocolate.
You have to see the chocolate and eat. Now you keep on seeing the chocolate. While you're eating, see the chocolate.
Still here, my eyes is becoming blurry.
No.
You're eating it.
While you're eating, just hold it like this.
Take a bite and then watch it. Hold it here. And then.
Oh, okay. So while I'm eating, I just watch the chocolate. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Now you see.
Watch it while you're eating.
Now maintain your awareness only on the sight. Now you'll never be able to taste it.
Yeah. But my attention is going to the taste.
Now you have to cut it. That is where the pahana is. You understood?
So I have to maintain the awareness on the see.
Because you don't like to see, you want to taste.
Yeah.
Yes. What's the peanut in it?
Yeah.
Or almond, whatever. Yeah.
Whatever is there, right? So you will not be able to taste that chocolate.
Yeah, that's a good trick, Thank you for that. I will watch the site so that the attention goes there.
By default, it is a taste. See the conscious.
That is the strongest one.
Yes. Now again you eat. Again you eat. See now, you will get disgusted eating that. Watch it. Don't taste it.
Smell it. Watch it.
Never mind.
Now, while cutting the chocolate in your mouth, watch the chocolate. Don't taste it. It will feel like rubber.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah. I think I'll practice it.
Now you'll ultimately throw that chocolate. Now you see there, it is still, that much is there. You feel bored of eating it.
Yes, still that boredom is not gone.
Wait. Now again you eat. Again you put a small bite.
Small bite, not a big bite.
Okay. Now you watch. Now keep on watching that chocolate. And see the vyaya. See now you see the vyaya happening there. Bobby.
What's that area?
Bobby, as you're eating it, the vyaya means it's going off. It is fading away, right?
Vyaya in the tongue or the side?
Tongue, side, and the chocolate has become how much now? The chocolate is gone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the shape is, the rupa is changed.
Yeah, the rupa itself is changed. So where is the Tobler 1 now?
Yeah, it is Tobler half, I think.
Now if you try this, in 2 days, you'll come out of that eating of chocolate because you will never like it.
Okay, definitely I will try this. This is interesting. Yeah, Machi, I was so engrossed enticed in the taste.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's how you cut out Mara.
Mm.
Now you will not be able to see the taste. See, now you can't feel the taste. If you really...
Yeah, because my attention is inside, right? Yeah.
Exactly. So you have to distract from what you are attracted. Pahana.
So you are diverting your attention.
Yes, sir. Otherwise, our objective is to finish.
Yeah, because so this is actually, since you are diverting it, you are not really like erasing it. For example, you are not vipassana. Are you doing the vipassana? Because the most obvious one is your taste, right? But you are diverting to something.
No. What you are doing is you are ultimately diverting the attention from the strongest to the weakest. Not that you are diverting in the sense that you are totally diverting it. You are watching, if the sight is the weakest, you are watching the chocolate rather than tasting the chocolate. You got the point? Yes, sir.
Would the same technique work if I'm not watching the chocolate, but let's say I'm watching something else?
Yeah, same.
It would be. Okay, so you could watch anything and eat. It doesn't have to be this chocolate.
No, it can be anything.
Okay.
If I'm seeing a girl, let's say as an example, that's the next portion I want to come to, which is the second portion. So we are yet to go there. I think this we have to take it some other day. At least now, Bobby is happy that he is able to understand how to eat chocolate.
Yeah, some technique, yes.
So we have to do that with each object because we are objectifying even a human being. Actually, we are objectifying.
So my question is, when Bobby's eating this chocolate, he's doing Indriya Samvara. What if, let's say, he's not interested in touch and he just put the attention on the touch? On the touch, touching the body, touching the chair.
No, on the touch of the chocolate.
Oh, it has to be the same object.
Same object.
Object is the same.
Cannot be a different.
No. Same
Got
object. Same object. So instead of sight, he will bring touch. And then he'll see all his fingers are in the chocolate, right? All sticky,
Yeah, it's
sticky.
already started melting.
Exactly. That's the whole idea. Now you watch the touch. You won't like it. It will be looking like, you know, you are actually touching your own shit. It's like that.
Yeah. Don't say that to feel like fool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is- Sorry.
No, go ahead. I was just saying that the chocolate has sacrificed for them.
Yeah.
Sacrifice for them.
Okay.
No, you see another thing, Bobby. If you have seen, you have slowed down your eating now.
Yeah. Actually, that's what I needed. You know, I tried many things because sometimes.
No, see, now you're holding it. By now you would have finished it.
Yeah, but then that's also like, you know, you are all watching my beat. But then I have to,
No. Okay. So that's the reason I said you be in India, so then we can do it together. I will eat Toblerone along with you.
I will definitely.
There will be a match between Toblerone.
Not
In this way, one
I
place
think Bobby will win.
only in one day.
Yeah, one piece, one day.
Yeah, all day we'll be eating one piece.
so now what you need to do is like this. You hold on. Then you see the whole thing watering out. Okay, and it has to spread to your fingers.
Last time when we have done that last week, you know, and it actually went into full my hand. You know,
Now you should feel disgusted. It's disgust feeling. Then the consciousness in the tongue will wane away. Not able to get. The next time you eat the chocolate, you wouldn't like it. Whether it's called Toblerone or this one or that one.
If it is that easy, you know, definitely I should try it. Like, you know,
So what is difficult there? It's not difficult.
Understand, because this is one of the hardest things for me. So if it is going to happen, you know, I'll
No.
use this entire Toblerone for that.
From the last chocolate what we had together on video, and this chocolate you have taken sufficient amount of time now. That day you were eating faster with you and me.
So there is an improvement.
Yeah, I don't know whether you believe it or you don't believe it, but I think it is slightly working. I can't say it is fully working. So now you again bite. Let's see.
Can you smell it? Do you smell it?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Now when you bite it,
Yeah.
smell the saliva along with chocolate. You will feel vomiting. Now you just bring that towards your nose.
No, you're done.
Tongue?
Now
The chocolate, right?
chocolate. See when the saliva
Mouth.
touches, okay,
Hmm.
take that to the nose.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
oh, okay. Yeah.
You won't like it.
Yeah, it's a different smell.
Yeah.
Because the saliva is there in the, yeah.
Yes. So you wouldn't like it. Next time around, next you eat, the bite, when you eat, before you get salivated, you see it, bring near your nose and eat. You will not be able to eat after that. You will throw that to the bin. And that's it. Over. You're out of your chocolate addiction.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So I'll try that once more.
No, bring it, smell it.
No. Otherwise, I'll tell you another thing. Lick it, put it to your nose. That's even more easy. Now, you won't like it.
Yeah, it's a different smell. But remember, like initially you were saying that spit it out and
Yeah.
see the smelling.
It would be same. It would be like the same. See, now when you eat it, there is no smell. There is no taste.
Yeah, because your attention is somewhere else.
Exactly.
But
And now what the mind does, it picks up all of that. So it will forget that taste, that tubular one what you had, which was recorded, right? It was stored. Now on top of that, this will get stored.
Oh, so the memory is changing.
Memory is changing. So next time around, it will remember this tubular one. So the addiction is gone.
That's how the Subhabhavana works.
Yes,
You
that's it.
change the perception of the same
What is it?
Asubha Bhavana.
Ashubha Bhavana. Okay.
So I'm teaching you step by step how to do it.
Oh, thank you, Vilasji.
It smells odd.
If it happens, it is a big thing for me.
Yes,
Big
I'm
change
telling
for
you, you do it. You do that same thing every day without forgetting, or you make.
This I'll keep in my altar and every day.
No, don't eat alone. You have that Mara sitting next to you, so that
Okay.
so she can guide you that how to eat.
No, she's my critic. So much very big critic, So
Yeah, exactly.
She helps me a lot.
Yeah. So you have that Mara with you, so that she can.
Yeah, I think she should be there till I get fully.
I don't like chocolate.
But you can guide me, right? You will find my mistake.
Yeah.
No mistake. Just see if I'm. This is the chocolate. So then, what we generally do, and we keep it down because we want to put it on the taste. Any person, you see, because he is interested in the seeing all the different tastes.
Yeah.
We keep it like this. The taste, what happens? It's instantly gone.
It gets pushed back.
Yeah. Then again,
Attention go to something else.
then it comes here. Or even with coffee. You smell coffee, the aroma enters the nose and it starts watering in the mouth. Actually, because there is a unique smell of coffee. Now, while drinking coffee, smell that saliva which is coming along with that. It gives you a disgusting.
It will be difficult if there's some coffee which saliva is.
No, when it touches your lips to that. So you have to practice it. You have to actually practice it like that, and then you'll smell that little bit of the saliva touching that, and then you feel the coffee taste is gone. That's it. Now it remembers. It remembers. Asubha Bhavana, Asubha Bhavana, Asubha Bhavana. So you are withdrawing the senses. That's all. You are on mute. You are on mute.
No, I think I got some new technique to try. It is working because I can feel that when your attention is on chocolate, the taste is you are forgetting the taste, or
Exactly.
you are not paying any attention to the taste.
Yes. All that you wanted to do with the chocolate was to taste it. Now you have not even tasted it.
Yeah, I think that's the reason I asked you that question the other day. When you are with the purpose of this chocolate is the mainly for the taste. So what is happening with the other sense, or is it weak? So now I think you practically demonstrated. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So let me also end and get back to work, and we'll meet maybe tomorrow, same
Yeah,
time.
okay.
You can plan it.
Yeah.
Yes, Ravindra, how was it? You're laughing to your heart's content.
Yes, sir. Very interesting. The other angle of Asubha Bhavana and understand today.
But thank you.
Yes.
सुप्रिया जी कैसे हो?
Yes, sir.
जी हैं. तो कैसा लगा चॉकलेट का खाना?
जी, वो मतलब इस तरह से कभी खाया नहीं है कि उसका स्मेल कर ले, पहले देखे उसको, फिर उसका स्मेल करे, फिर उसके बाद जब उसमें सलाइवा मिक्स होता है तो उसकी टेस्ट ही बदल जाती है, या फिर जो गुस्सा आ जाएगा। तो ये अशुभ भावना की तरह ही है, इस पे वक्त लगेगा लेकिन वर्क होगा। अगर कुछ मतलब कुछ अगर मुझे कुछ पसंद है तो वो मैं इस तरह से देखूं तो वो पसंद नापसंद में बदल सकती है, इस तरह से।
सही, एग्जैक्टली ऐसा ही होगा। इट विल बी
जी,
लाइक
तो
दैट।
अभी तो हाँ, तो वो इस तरह से भी प्रैक्टिस करने की कोशिश जरूर करूंगी कि अगर मैं कुछ भी खा रही हूँ तो पहले उसको देखूं, फिर उसका स्मेल लूं, उसके बाद खाने के बाद और एक बार उसकी टेस्ट देख, मतलब स्मेल लेके देखूं। तो देखती हूँ आज प्रैक्टिकल करके हुए। थैंक यू सर।
So Aryu, she wants to do the same thing with her food practically. So
Yeah, I will. In a little bit.
you would also do it. Good, good. Enjoy.
Yeah.
All right. Good day and good night. We'll meet tomorrow.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.